Welcome back to the Parker's Podcast. I'm Rose, and this is Francel.
What's up, everybody?
And we are shooting at the Lab Podcast Studio.
How do you pause? Let me think about what I'm going to say.
I literally did have to think that again.
And then you look at me like,
because I was like, wait a minute, am I saying this wrong again?
Help me.
All right, so we are shooting. Because I was going to say we're shooting live again, but then we're obviously not live.
You're not going to say shooting. You're like, hey, man, we're filming, or we're coming to you from the lab. Like, yo.
I'll get it right one of these days.
I don't know, man. This is season 3, episode 3.
I can't help it. I can't help it. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It's all good.
But anyways.
So last week we were talking about my mom's gala and all that she put into it.
Yeah. I wanted to pick it back up because the gala was awesome. She did it. It's her first annual, so she's gonna do every year, obviously. And it's, as we mentioned in the last episode, her organization has programming for everyone from pregnant women, babies that are first born, all the way through adulthood and into their senior years. What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Oh. And so they rely completely on either government grants or organizations that sponsor them, and donations, anything like that, because all of the services that they provide to the community are free. So, but they still have to obviously get paid. They also have to make sure they have the funding for the organizations.
Yeah, for the different events that they do. Mm-hmm. I think they said like to sponsor one teenager for the year is like $3,500 based on the amount of things that they do with that teenager throughout the course of a year. And when you think about that for one kid, that's a lot. That's a lot that they're doing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's very involved. That's not like, every other month we're doing something. No, man, that's like engagement. And when you look at all of the different programs, you can see that the engagement is not on like a quarterly basis. No, they are involved heavily throughout the year.
They have a Help Me Grow program for their older or the next age. They have an after school academy for the teenagers. They have
ambassador program.
Yeah, the youth ambassador program. And then they have
the family something. I don't
family know. Connection and senior connection.
Yeah.
And so they've got stuff for everybody.
Yeah. So the gala was a fundraising event, which to me was like a huge success. It was black tie invitation only. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you what, they had this band called the Silk Band. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to lie, man. Those guys were good.
I thought so, too.
I was like, yo, okay, I see you.
I actually told your mom because I helped her host it. And so I told her, I was like, listen, you might want to talk to them about, like, go ahead and getting this set up for an annual thing with them.
It's hard to just hire a live band and expect what you got. Mm-hmm. And it was, like, really, really good music, very professionally done. Dude.
And not only that, but they played music from, like, I would say the 60s through now.
Yeah.
Because they even had, more popular songs that we are.
I knew all the songs they played.
Well, I didn't. But
I'm a little more cultured.
Whatever. But, they did them well. I mean, they sounded really good.
Really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then the food was really, really good. Mm-hmm. The turnout, I was blown away with like the response that she got. I'm not saying that I'm not expecting it to be successful. It was really, really good. I was blown away by, the gratitude of all the people that showed up and were eager to come and participate. It's one thing to be a servant in your community, but when the people that work with you and your staff and all the people that support you show up, I mean, it just validates, everything that you're trying to put in the community. But that was an amazing event. It was really, really good.
Mm-hmm. It was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't get a whole lot of time to eat, and you got frustrated with me at one point because you wanted me to sit down and, hang out with you during it, but I was really there to work to make sure your mom could.
I wasn't that frustrated with you about that. I was frustrated with the fact that you can't dance.
Oh my gosh, you're trying to teach me.
I'm like, just let me lead, man.
We did fine.
Follow my steps.
We did fine until you wanted to do a specific dance.
Man,
that I didn't understand.
Dancing. Like everybody, hand dancing is easy, man. Like
But you're wanting me to spin. You want me to spin at a specific foot pattern. I was like, I can't do this.
No,
Yeah.
I was like, just let me lead you. And you're like, rigid. Like, I don't know what you're saying. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's
like,
because your instruction was.
No. All you want to do is twerk. Okay? Stop.
First of all, you know good and well that is not the truth.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
No.
Start recording videos, Francel.
No. People's head would explode.
So I got a video of us dancing.
Oh,
and it was
cool.
not like you're explaining at all.
No, I'm saying like I said twerk to be funny. We know,
I know.
you can't twerk.
Yeah. I don't
I don't know if this is going to show. This will be Rose twerking.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. No.
That looks hilarious.
But truly, it was fine until
Oh, so you can twerk better than that?
Yes.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
But we're not going to show it.
Oh, snap. When we get home, you got to show me.
Oh, my God, no.
Oh, man.
On camera twerk off.
Yeah, no, we're not doing all that. But no, your instruction was like left foot, right foot, right foot. And then you said, and then open up. And I'm like, open up what? My legs, my feet? Like, I didn't know what you meant.
Listen, the instruction I gave you was step together. That means we come together.
Yeah, but we were
step
going
apart, and then opposite. So then that means
you didn't say opposite. You said and open up. That's what you kept saying. And I'm
I didn't even get to that part yet. And then opposite, which means if I'm stepping to the right, both feet, then both of your feet are stepping to the left. So it's step together, step apart. Step together, step apart, and then open up, which means if we're holding hands, you open up and go this way, and then spin into me, and then we just dance, we just rock, and then you open up again, and we come hands together.
So if he would have said all this,
I said all that.
He did not.
So there is this guy, and Stephanie, if you watch this, I need you to even translate this to Rose. I don't know if he's a pastor or he's just like a marriage counselor dude. He says women have pink earphones and pink microphones, and men have
already heard this.
Microphones and blue earmuffs. And sometimes we're saying things and it just doesn't cross over the way that it should from the blue microphone to the pink headphone. That's all it was.
Oh, the only part I couldn't understand was and open up. I didn't know if you were referencing my feet, my arms. I didn't know what you meant by that. So that's why I was confused. And then you didn't give me any additional instruction because you're wanting this to happen during that song that was playing. I was like, listen, just stop. We can just dance without that. We don't have to do that spin thing because
all I was just saying is like just feel the music, man, and not be rigid. Just
I was fine
flow.
Until that happened.
Just flow. Because I mean, it was. What song was that? "Stepping in the Name of Love," man, by Mr. Robert Kelly, man. Mm-hmm. That is a beautiful hand dancing song, man. And I'm telling, I was feeling it. I was feeling it. Man, I like dressed up with your woman looking beautiful, and a romantic song comes on like that. All you want to do is a little two-step jiggity jiggity with your woman.
I don't even know how to even. There's nothing to say. Like,
am I wrong, Christian?
No.
The right song comes on, you're gonna grab your wife.
What's more romantic to a woman?
I'm just saying, like, man, we do that maybe once every 3 years.
Yeah, it's like
You're the one that doesn't like to get up and dance.
Cause they be playing some stuff I don't dance, man. You play some that, man. Listen, whoo child.
Oh gosh.
Whoo child.
So I see what it is. I got to go back to like the 80s.
Mr. Robert Kelly's "Step in the Name of Love" came out in like 2001, 2002. Chocolate City, I believe.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying. I understand. Like slower.
Or was that Chocolate
almost
Factory? I think that
slight
album
jazz.
Yeah, R&B, man.
Mm-hmm.
R&B is like, if you married, it's all legal. Now you can listen to R&B. If you single, you should not be listening to R&B. Jesus don't like that.
Oh gosh.
Why tempt yourself? You know?
Whatever. Shoot. All I know is we went to that Diamond Gala a couple years ago, and they had some good music in my opinion, and dance music, obviously. And he is like, "Don't you dare! Don't! We're not doing it. We're not getting up." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you're killing me!"
No, listen.
Because he did not want to get up and dance.
listen, I'm sorry. I don't dance to that type of music. It doesn't compute. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. It just I'm sorry. I don't want to be offensive, but I'm just not going to say anything else because it would be offensive.
well, that was our whole day Saturday. It was a huge turnout.
It's the difference between mayonnaise and gravy. Let's put it that way.
Whatever. Anyways, we had 84 people that was registered to come to the gala. I can't remember how many
we
didn't
had-
show. I think maybe
But
5
we still
people.
had like 90-some people there. Because the band brought like 10 people too.
Yeah, it was crazy. There was a lot of people. We
people.
did end up having to bring an extra table out last minute to add an extra table to the event. So definitely more than she was expecting initially. But that was awesome. And then that went on for hours. It was actually
It was from 6, and then we got out like 9:30, almost 10 o'clock. So we were there boogieing for a good while.
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
And then
And then Sunday, I forgot Thursday, out of the blue, I get asked to preach, and I'm like, you didn't give me a lot of preparation time.
well, you could have skipped fishing on Friday.
What? I mean, Jesus made me this way.
So anyways, yes, so you got to preach on Sunday, so
Which was cool. What's really funny is like, I have Rose type my notes. I write out my notes and I had Rose type them. And she was like, yo, this is like, you only got a page of notes.
oh yes. So
And she
I
was like,
did
you don't got enough. This ain't going to be enough. And I'm like, yeah, it's going to be way more than you think. And so she was like, oh, well, it's, I told her, I was like, I think you're missing something. She was like, oh, so it's 2 pages. But when she had it like quadruple spaced and it's like 20 font.
No, but
it's
I did
still only like a page.
well, first initially I didn't realize that you had a back to your notes. I didn't even realize you wrote more than what was on the front. And then I spaced it so that you would be able to find your place easily.
Yeah, but
which
that's
you
what I'm
said
saying. It was
worked.
like, it was a page and a half with the triple space and everything. You're like,
Which still didn't seem like much notes.
yeah, she was like, that's not enough. I'm like, it's going to be more than what you think.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh yeah.
so Sunday, I get up
He got
there.
in a little bit of trouble.
I got a little bit of trouble, man. Like, don't give me the microphone and just say, hey, here, go preach without some like parameters.
You know the parameters. So they
It's hard because like last Sunday, Jermaine preached at my dad's church, and then it was like 10 minutes of preaching, and I was like, dang. And my dad said it was short and sweet, and I'm like, well, dang, if that's short and sweet, I don't know where to go from here because I
Well,
don't know how long my dad actually preaches.
so I think your dad on average preaches between 20 and 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Max 40 if there's something like major happening or something, because they are typically out of church right about noon. Let's just say you preached an hour and 20 minutes. So
It didn't feel like it was that long.
he would.
The Holy Spirit.
Hey, yeah, exactly. Like, and for real, like you say that, like, Christian, like that's legit what it was because like people came up to me like, yo, that's exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you so much. And I was just like, yo, I'm just being obedient. Like they asked me to preach. I wasn't prepared to preach, so I didn't prepare anything. So I just have to go.
I mean, technically you did. You didn't prepare ahead of, a couple days ahead of time, but yeah.
No, what I'm saying is I didn't like generally if I know I'm preaching on Sunday and it's like a month away, maybe 3 weeks away, like I'm doing some intense studying, but I didn't have that luxury. So it was just me really relying on like, yo, this is where I want you to go. This is what I want you to say. And then saying it, So I did it. And, yeah, my mom was not too happy about an hour and 20 minutes.
And she did come back and say, she was frustrated that it was that long, but it was more so because we were out so late the night before at the gala, and we were all very tired.
Yeah.
So, but overall, the preaching and everything was great. And
Only
then,
one person was falling asleep. I ain't gonna name names, but I'm not gonna say a name, but it is a daunting task to speak. And then you see people like
I guess
am I really that boring? But then you see other people responding, and you just like, dang. Well, whatever.
you could at least you had people come up at the end, so
Yeah.
that was confirmation there was somebody paying attention.
Somebody was listening. Somebody was listening
and made it all the way through.
Yeah, but it was really cool to do that. And then we go out to eat afterwards to O'Charlie's.
Yeah, and it was sad because the entire time we were there, we did eat out a few times, and it was like the whole time we were let down. Everywhere we went, we're like, dang.
I'm just like, come on, man. Like your favorite spot.
I know they don't.
We're not going to name names.
Oh, okay.
We won't name names, just because I'm friends with one of their suppliers.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name names, but it was a big letdown.
I was expecting something else. It was one of my favorite places to go, and they removed some menu items, and so I was really sad.
They didn't cook my steak properly, man. It's like, yo, medium rare. Medium rare means that it is a warm, bloody center. Rare is a cold, bloody center. Medium means that it is pink, hot centered. Medium well means that it's just pink. And then well means that you should just throw it out in the trash.
Well, whatever. But yeah, and so we went to O'Charlie's that day, and afterwards we basically just crashed. Everyone just slept.
Yeah.
We were supposed to get on the road to come home, but there was no way.
Heck no.
I was exhausted.
No way at all.
And so then we ended up taking off Monday when we left really late Monday too.
Well, that's because we went and seen Parker. Mm-hmm. I love Parker. Parker is a cutie pie. And it's funny because she always acts like she doesn't know me until 5 minutes after she hands me her toy, and then she's all over me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We don't need to say her mom's name because I don't want to mention her on the podcast just on principle. So we will only rep Parker on this podcast. And what's crazy is Parker's name is Parker Rose, which was really cool. She was named by her brother. Mm-hmm. And you threatened to kill him, which is like funny.
I did not threaten to kill the kid.
Rose doesn't do well with children, right? So no. Colin used to be like a really, really spoiled brat. Like, I mean, really, really bad. And his whole life, I said he looked like Dennis the Menace, like the comic Dennis the Menace, not like the blonde-haired kid on the movie. And literally, he lived up to that. And one night at the dining room table, he was doing something.
He was refusing to eat his vegetable.
Yeah, and Rose was like, I'll take you in there, I'll spank you. He was like, no, you won't. And I was like, hey, Colin, this is one of those scenarios where you just might want to keep your mouth shut, da-da-da-da. And Rose.
This is the thing. I don't do well with kids that are disobedient. And so that was my issue.
So Rose jumps up and snatches Colin up. And scares the bejeebies out of him. And I'm like, no, Rose, don't do it. And then Colin, I grabbed Colin and we go in the bedroom. He was like, she was going to kill me. And I was like, Colin, I don't think she was going to kill you. And Rose was like, I would have. And I'm like, oh, snap. Well,
And actually, it was hilarious because all the kids got in on this too. Le'Veon and Seth were little at the time. And they're like, she was going to get you. She was going to kill you.
So the funny part is.
Hold on. So after that point.
No, hold on. Let me say what I was about to say. So when they left that trip, Colin didn't want to go home. And I'm like, Colin, why don't you want to go home? You know, Miss Rose almost killed you. And he was like, yeah, I know, but I'd rather stay here. I was like, oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I think he liked it. I mean, not that.
No, he understood that it was structure, and all kids want structure.
But since then, my friend Liz.
Why'd you say her name?
Stop. She's gonna laugh when she hears this because.
Oh my God.
Stop. Because they always go at it. But just stop. Listen.
I will say this on my podcast, Liz. I am not a fan. I love your children. I will take your children. Let me back up. Pause. Rewind. I will take them for short stints of time because I don't want any more kids. Because when we left this time, she was like, yo, you can have Colin the whole summer. I'm like, I didn't say the whole summer. I said 2 weeks. She was like, I'll make sure he's packed for the whole summer. I'm like, yep. And I'll make sure that I buy the return ticket. She was like, I'll buy both tickets. I said, nope.
But anyways, ever since that time, she has nicknamed me Captain Killikid because, you know.
Yeah, man. So we got to see them. And then we went out to Hudson
see my uncle.
Oh, but before we went there, we went to Bellacino's.
Oh, yeah.
Bellacino's! Yo.
They used to have one. I think your arms literally just flapped.
Yeah, because I got muscles. Like, I can do that because if I go like this, bam, you see that? It's still cut. Bop, bop, bop. Don't try to play me like it's all jiggly.
Whatever. I'm just saying. I just noticed it jiggle.
See, girls have a flag when they do that because they ain't got.
Listen,
they don't
yours
got
is flapping right now.
Yeah, but I go like this. It's rock hard. It's rock hard.
Okay.
See, because look,
Okay,
tries are for guys, buys are for girls. For real. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah, we went to Bellacino's, and they used to have one in Sarasota.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if they're gone or what, but
I don't know what happened, but man, like everybody reps Subway. Forget Subway. Bellacino's, man.
I know.
They don't even sell subs. They sell grinders. I don't know why it's called a grinder. I can't articulate that part, but I know it's on a whole piece of ciabatta bread, and they toast it. Oh,
it's so good.
Yep.
We're back on food again. Oh my gosh!
But
Like
they
I don't
increased
even
the size
get it.
of it. Did you notice they increased the size of it? It's 19 inches long now. So a half is 8 inches, and you can get a quarter for 4 inches.
I didn't realize that's why it was broke down like that.
The reason why I remember that so vaguely is because I ate the whole thing, and I'm like, why can't I move right? Like, and then I seen the sign.
18 inches. So you literally ate like
19 inches.
or whatever. You ate that much of a sub in
Yeah.
one sitting.
Yeah, I ate that whole thing.
That's terrible.
It
Because
was
Subway's
terrible.
only like 12 inches.
Yo, hey, listen. I'm sorry. It was good, and I didn't pace myself, and I paid for it. I did.
Yeah.
Thoroughbred gotta eat.
Yes. Listen, we went to my uncle's house, and all my cousins came over at the time also, which was really awesome. I got to see all them. And when we left there, we got right on the road, and he fell asleep immediately.
Immediately. That grinder said, yeah. You
We're-
thought. I woke up several times because I scared myself because I didn't realize I had fallen asleep.
Well, I was a little upset that he was sleeping anyways because I was tired. It was like 4:30 in the evening when we finally got on the road, and so I kept messing with him. Do you remember?
Yes. Like, yes. Oh, and
He
there's-
falls asleep with his mouth wide open, so of course I gotta stick my finger in his mouth. All the times he's done it to everybody else, or if he's like barely asleep, I'll go all of a sudden I went real quick to him. He's like, stop, you know. But me and Seth were getting a kick out of it.
So there was a video I was watching today that was on Facebook Reels or something, and that said, Stephanie, if Rose ever allows this to happen to me, we're getting a divorce immediately. This dude fell asleep on the sofa, and he sleep like this, right? He sleep. And he has a Dachshund that has crawled up his face, and like one paw is on his shoulder, and like his other paw is like stepping on his chin, and he's trying to climb over him. And the dog's junk is like all on his face, and he's trying to get over, but it's getting hung up. So like the little like fur tip is like right on dude's eye, and then like the dog repositions, and at the towards the end of the video, you see like the two little drag right across his forehead, and then the dude wakes up, and I'm like, this dude did like grind it on your whole face, and now you wake up.
That's so
I
bad.
said, Stephanie, and like his wife is recording it. I'm like, yo, if that ever happened, we're done. We're getting a divorce. Like, yeah, like,
They're like, no, you promised till death do we part.
hey, that's you're dead. Like, murder, she wrote.
Oh gosh, no, it's so funny.
Man, like, yo, what the heck? How do you
You
like-
always get hung up on those stupid videos. I don't know how you watch all that.
because like, listen, the reason why is because like it's so funny, and I just love being in a happy mood and laughing. Laughing is like where it's at with me, and you don't know how to laugh really.
I just laughed a second ago.
Was it a real one?
I laughed out loud. I know we've had this conversation before about my laugh, how I don't laugh. I know I don't. Everybody knows I don't.
Okay.
But I did. I laughed out loud.
All right, good. Oh, it's recorded, so we can play it back and watch it, and then savor the moments. See?
No, it wasn't like that. It was for real.
Oh.
That'd be a weird laugh.
Yeah.
What's in your pocket, Rose? Why is your hand behind your back?
No.
But yeah, so then we're riding. Where did we stop at? We stopped in North Carolina, right by Kilwins, right?
Well, we
Is
initially.
it called Kilwins?
I don't know where you're talking about.
In North Carolina, that amusement park. What's that amusement
No,
park?
Carowinds.
Carowinds. Kilwins is the ice cream place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we stopped initially further up in the North Carolina trying to get a hotel, but apparently they had some Renaissance festival going on.
Who books out all the doggone hotels?
Like, there must be a huge Renaissance festival. We could not find a hotel room
I
anywhere.
wish we could have found it to find the food.
That would have been good. But, whatever. We just couldn't find anything. And so we ended up having to drive down into South Carolina in order to get a room.
That's right.
Which is why we ended up staying right there at Carowinds, because it's right like on, I don't know what state it's technically in.
It's still in North Carolina.
Probably.
But the hotel was garbage.
I know. It's sad. So, we have a purple mattress for a bed, which actually I was talking to Will and Allie this week, yesterday.
Oh, did they get theirs?
They're working on it right now.
Oh.
But anyways, they understand. It's weird because we've.
What's funny about that
Are
is
you-
the reason why they know about it is because they've been to our house one time. One time they've come to our house, and we were like, "Hey, you got to come lay in our bed." And
we were talking about something about the beds or backs or something.
Yeah.
And Francel's like, you got to come check out our bed because we got a really cool bed. It's a purple mattress with an adjustable bed frame. It's got massage. It's got like all different like
USB chargers. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really nice.
It's remote control.
And we've had this bed now for like 6 or 7 years now.
It's been that long already?
Yes.
It still works really good.
It's crazy. It has a warranty on it, but it literally says that it'll never like have the indentations. Ours does not.
Yeah.
We've never had to turn the mattress.
Nope.
You can't flip it because it has the way that it's made. It's got like this egg crate thing on top or something on the inside. But it is the most comfortable bed we've ever slept in.
Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm. So
when we go
this
to
roach motel. I didn't see any roaches.
I was gonna say you can't say that. I don't think they actually had
when
any
the
bugs.
paint is falling off the ceiling though.
Yeah, I was mad too because it was close to $200 for that room, and I was like, dang.
But I was better than sleeping in the car.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we did that, and then we took off. We went to Waffle House for breakfast that morning, and then
It
came
always
home.
always comes home or comes back to food.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we just moseyed on home, and you slept almost the entire day.
No,
Yes, you did, because me and Seth were messing with you literally the whole day.
I don't even remember that.
And then we got in about 9:30 that night.
Yeah.
So that was the whole trip.
So we got back.
We were gone about 10 days, I want to say, because we left Saturday and we got back Tuesday.
Holy crap! It's been a whole week since we've been home already. That's insane. That went by really quick. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you get back, you gotta, you go on vacation, then you come home and it's like back to work, but then it's like you're flying, trying to catch up.
I don't know. Anytime you leave, they're like, "Oh, how was your vacation?" It's not a vacation. Like,
Well, that trip wasn't.
Tennessee was a legit vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we're gonna say vacation, and let it be a bona fide like vacation. Like,
Yeah, that was not vacation.
That was not.
I
man,
literally worked the whole time I was
we were
there.
running the whole time. Like, yeah.
You were not running. You fished 3 out of the days. 3 days
so
that we were there.
2 days, I drove 4 hours both days. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, whatever.
The same. That's running.
Well, anyways.
But I love Ohio. I love being from there. I love going back to visit. I just don't.
And the scenery was beautiful.
Oh man, I got some beautiful photos.
There was a couple days where it had gotten so cold that the car gave me like an alert to watch for possible ice because of how cold it was.
Dude, frost on the ground, frost on the cars. It's time to go home.
Yeah, yeah.
What was that? That was Saturday?
No, it happened twice while I was there, so I don't remember the other night that it happened. So I don't know. I was just glad to get home because it was really cold there. I really appreciate where we live. That's nice and warm.
Yeah.
Tropical. I mean, shoot, last night we took Haley out for like an evening kayak trip, and it was 91 with the heat index when we left.
I got to see my Aunt Carol, my Aunt Joy, my Uncle Philip, my grandmother, my Uncle Tony, my parents, and both of my brothers.
Raymond and Kelly were there too.
Yep, some cousins.
Cousins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So to me, that's a good trip, man. Getting to reconnect and see people.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was a lot of fun.
It was a whole lot of fun. Yeah, and everything went off really well.
And normally we have like another trip coming, but we don't.
Yeah,
Now
February. February, we're going to Colorado.
I am not going.
You're coming with me, woman.
I know you keep saying that,
You're
but
coming with me.
He thinks I'm going. I'm
You're
legit
going.
not going.
We have to go see my auntie.
Listen, I'm not going. It is way too cold.
You are coming with me.
It wasn't even...
All I want to know, man, is who's coming with me. Who's coming with me, man?
Not me.
Yes, you. You're supposed to be my ride or die.
Not in the freezing cold.
It's not going to be freezing cold. They're having it now. That means it's going to warm up earlier. Yes. Yo. People from Colorado, if y'all are watching this, if it snows and it's freezing now, that means that it's like 60, 70 in February, right? Yes. See, they all said yes.
I'm not going.
You're going. You're going.
Anyways, April, we're going on a cruise.
Yes.
That's the next trip.
No, Colorado. We have to go.
You can go.
You're coming with me, man. Like,
this is like the third time we've had this conversation. My answer has not changed, and
It's-
everybody knows.
You gotta trick her.
listen.
No, once it's said, it's said. That's it.
No, bull crap. She's going.
He knows.
She's going.
Anyways.
Like, she may be folded up in a suitcase, but she's going.
Whatever. All right. Well, until next time, because we're running out of time, we got to get it going now.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Peace.